This is the
Matter of fact time!
This is week 3, right?
This is week
4.
4.
Oh, this is week 4. Where have been at? Oh, week 4. What's
week
up?
Week 4 of the Matter of Fact Show.
How do you say? We need you to
Uno,
clap.
dos, tres.
Cinco.
No,
uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Cinco. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Week 4. What's up? What's up?
All right, cool.
So, I know you guys are tuning into the VMAs, right? Let
Yes.
us know. Yeah.
VMAs, yeah.
VMAs.
Right now.
We're watching it
So
too.
who is killing it? Like, who is sitting tonight? Like, this girl, I was watching her in Junior and she was like, I am sitting, honey. Sitting.
What does that
Who
mean?
said that?
I mean, like, she's giving it. Like, she's
Is she
gorgeous.
performing?
Like, huh?
Is she performing or is she just listening?
No, she would never be
She was
performing.
just, I was just saying, like, in the phrase of sitting, like, she was, like, sitting in her beauty.
I think in terms of red carpet fashion, I think Demi Lovato looks super dope. She having this real racy pink long sleeve like short dress. She looked dope. I was expecting a little bit more from Kelly Osbourne. She hosted.
Oh yeah, I was expecting a little bit more.
Yeah, Kelly Osbourne hosted the pre-show, the red carpet pre-show, and
especially with her being fashion police, I was waiting.
You expected a little bit more
give
from
it,
her?
like, you know, because she usually like delivers.
Did you see
like,
Nicki?
she really does.
I didn't.
Nicki?
No, I was stuck in traffic coming here.
Nicki,
Trying to find
exactly.
her.
First
Nicki.
of okay,
Nicki
can we
Taylor.
please speak on Nicki? Everybody know I love Nicki. That's my best
Nicki
friend in my
looked
head.
dope.
Her body is so banging in this dress.
Get
Yeah.
you a good surgeon and you can have the same body.
That's
And
not
there it
true.
is.
That's not true.
Oh, can we talk about that real quick?
But
What?
The surgery. So I was reading online, the National Plastic Surgeon Journal
Oh yeah.
said that as of August 24th, 2015, 84,000 people between the ages of 13 and 19 has gotten plastic surgery this year. 84,000 people.
I only went school shopping before school.
Yeah,
Like I never got
that's
like-
surgery
That's
done.
like, girl, what you get for school? Like, I gotta know. Like, girl, I want to go get a new nail.
I got them Kylie Jenner.
So how do you guys feel about people between the ages of 13 and 19?
I think it's disgusting.
Personally, I don't agree because first of all, like at that age, you're still growing. Like you still don't even have no titties yet.
But they
like,
say for a women, I think for women it's 20. What is it? 22. But men don't really age until 25. But anyway, so until you're 20, like in your mid 20s, your body hasn't stopped growing. You haven't grown into your facial features.
Justin Bieber is crying right now on the VMAs. I'm so sorry. Why is he crying?
Why is he crying?
oh my God, why
Is he
he
actually
crying?
crying?
He's crying, like bawling.
He's not actually crying on. What the fuck is she wearing?
Okay, so back to discussion.
So back to the discussion. So sorry. Go ahead.
Way to get us off topic.
I'm sorry. You
He's
just
being a
started
real idiot.
whining.
Stop being an idiot.
I don't even
Let it
know.
go.
Let it go.
Anyway.
Okay, so I think that it's really not that good because first of all, you're still growing up. You don't even have no titties, and you're not even at the peak of your beautifulness.
Maybe your
yet.
titties will come at the age of 19 and you'll have huge double D natural titties, but you don't know that.
So
So don't rush and get your fake titties.
You're right.
I gotta be honest. I'm all for it. I've always been for plastic surgery. Always have been.
No.
for it.
No. If you need Botox, if you're 45 years old
But
and
who
need
says-
Botox, get it. But
but it's
don't like get
subjective.
Botox to get Botox when you don't need it. Because the thing is, it's keeping up. Because when you're older, it's going to get way worse, and then you're going to have to do all this crap to keep up with the crap you've already done.
But here's the thing. Nobody needs any plastic surgery. It's a one thing. Need is subjective, right?
No.
So,
But the things that these young girls get, though, you haven't grown into it. So, like,
no, I understand that, but I think whatever you need to do to make yourself feel better.
no,
But
get you
I feel like at a young age
internal
though,
healing.
we all go through that stage where we're comparing ourselves to other people and we're not realizing who we are as a person just yet. So I feel like at a very young age for you to get that surgery, you don't really know who you are as a person yet.
Exactly.
And you're comparing yourself to everybody else and what everybody else looks like on TV
No.
and what everybody is doing. So that's why I feel like it's not right.
I get that people have not grown into themselves, or they may not know who they are. Knowing who you are has nothing to do with plastic
So
surgery.
what have you would have
When you
got
look in the
at
mirror,
15?
nothing.
What you would've got?
If I wanted something, I would have. But there's nothing that I felt like I
But you
needed
don't
to
know,
change.
just like,
I'm
okay,
not opposed to
how
it.
many people regret their tattoos that they got when they were 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, even in your 20s?
That is a great
Who
example.
regrets
It's
their
a
tattoos?
fantastic-
Because when you're not, just the legal drinking age is 21 because you're too, like, you're not developed.
Your
fully.
mind isn't developed fully.
But it's their prerogative.
It doesn't matter. Okay, then do. Okay, look, do whatever you want to do when you're young. I get it. Who cares? Right. But when you regret that shit when you're in your 20s or in your 30s and you say, "Wow, this ugly nose and these ugly lips, and I don't know why I got these F-size boobs. I feel really stupid." So, you know, it's their prerogative. They can get whatever they want to get. But when you're refixing the stuff because you regret everything, which you're always going to do, because I regret 90% of like the haircuts and makeup and clothes that I wore back in high school. Because for real, you don't even know who you are. Like,
listen, if you hate your nose, if you hate your nose, get the nose job. If you hate how small your breasts are, get the implants.
Get your
do what you want to make you feel better. That's how
I totally feel that.
Do what you want to make you feel better.
It should be waited out just a little bit.
You need to start from within. Yeah, fix your within. And then at 25, if you still feel ugly on the inside, then go do whatever you need to do. But like,
I agree with that. I agree. If you are between the ages of 13 and 19 or whatever the age range was, if you are in between that age
wear makeup
and you want to get the surgery, don't do it without parental consent.
Pause. We all had to go through the ugly duckling stage. We all had to wear padded bras and way too much eyeliner and fucked up bangs and stupid outfits. So y'all need to go through it too. That's not fair. You guys get to skip this stage, and we didn't.
Yeah, don't rush the process of being beautiful and who you are.
Whatever.
Yeah, I feel like you rush it. Don't rush it.
So speaking of school,
right? Amen.
What's going on with the iPad situation in schools?
So in California, they just spent a whole bunch of money on iPads, like changing iPads, and instead of using books, they're going to use iPads.
I hate it.
How do you guys feel about that instead of using the books?
I'm confused.
I hate it.
What are we, $3 trillion
It's basically like technology is like taking over.
I hate it. It's so lazy. Technology has made me so lazy.
So now all the textbooks will be on all the iPads.
You don't have to memorize anything if you have it electronically.
See, this is the thing. When I have kids, my child is going to read. My child is going to use flashcards and sticky notes. My child is going to write and use proper punctuation and grammar. My child is not going to have any type of electronic until 8th grade when I got it.
Yeah.
No, because when your neck is all retarded because you're 3 years old looking down at an iPad, that's not cool.
Not even necessarily that. You're going to be lazy. You're not going to remember anything. Somebody's going to ask you a question, and because you're so used to using a damn iPad, you're going to be able to just go to the iPad and find the answer.
Your mental brain though it's not even capable for that.
Because it also saves money, and it also saves
money.
It saves money because you don't have to have a lot of books, and you're not carrying a lot of books all the time. But also, I don't think that it's a good idea because, like you said, it's just kind of like being lazy.
This is the thing, though. In college, yes, I would buy my child an iPad to download all the books so they're not paying $80 for a book that you're never going to open. Yes, I get it for college, but my 8th grader, where the school is supposed to provide these books and stuff, no, read the damn book. Yeah. But when you're in college and you have to start paying hundreds or thousands of dollars for these books that you don't even open, that is stupid. Then yes, get yourself an iPad or a MacBook and download the files then.
But at the end of the day, this is the age of technology where people's phones are in their hands 24/7.
Okay, well, we're retarded.
So therefore, if your phone is in your hand, they thinking probably hey, put an iPad in his hand. Maybe he'll read it more because it's technology.
But when 90% of the class is not on the book and they're on Instagram,
right?
It's like, I remember when Abraham Lincoln.
That's crazy. That's so true.
So, what's happening between Nicki Minaj and Taylor Swift?
So Nicki Minaj, back in July, they announced the nominees for Video of the Year for VMAs.
For the VMAs.
And Nicki Minaj wasn't in the category for Feeling Myself or Anaconda. And she basically just pointed out her opinions on Twitter and was like, did we miss the deadline? What's wrong? When you make a video that impacts the whole community.
So she did an Azalea.
And people don't send back love.
She got mad.
So she was basically just saying how she felt about the whole situation.
And
Taylor Swift commented back to her hey, maybe it's not the girls, because Taylor Swift obviously thought she was talking about her.
But see, because the only thing was Taylor Swift was the one that got she's the only skinny white girl with no body, if you're gonna subliminally talk, whether in her mind she was thinking, I'm talking shit about Taylor Swift right now, or not, you still subliminally aimed at the only girl who's skinny white girl with no body.
No, I don't agree with that.
But then again, though, I think Nicki was just saying, like, you know, her video was so sexy and so raunchy that they didn't want to put it out there like that.
Whether she wanted to throw shade at Taylor Swift or not, whether it was her complete intention or whether she had no idea that she even was throwing shade,
she
still was throwing shade.
Well, no. So she was throwing shade, yes. But did she mention Taylor Swift's name? No.
No.
Did she say anything that could have categorized Taylor Swift?
But that's
yes, maybe.
Yeah.
But Taylor
maybe,
Swift
but it still wasn't a big deal. So Taylor Swift responded like, "Hey, and maybe it's not me. I still love you no matter what." And Nicki basically commented back like, "Hey, you must not be reading my tweets correctly, and I love you too. And I feel like you should have a say so in this topic as well." So she was saying like, "Hey, like girl, like we need to both get on this bandwagon."
She let her on stage though. So she gave Nicki the recognition or the attention or whatever the hell
I don't think she gave Nicki anything. Nicki has her own recognition. Today, Nicki is being human, being a person. You have to forget that artists are artists, but at the end of the day, shit, they be having shit to say. Like this is how I feel.
You have to say what you need to say, but don't go on this like disgusting like 3 million tweet rampage and throwing shade at people.
I don't
think it was a big deal.
Everybody has the right
but
to
at the VMAs though, so at the VMAs they
were
on stage together, which was pretty cool. Which was really pretty cool because like they got on stage and then Taylor Swift performed her song "Bad Blood." And it's kind of like they have bad blood.
And then
you know?
Can we do that look that Nicki gave Taylor? They gave each other a look like this.
And then they got bad blood.
And we're right into
it. It was really dope because it's like, all right, yeah, we had this little spat or whatever, but we agreed to disagree.
Wait, I want to know what's the Nicki and Miley beef?
That was awkward.
That just happened.
It just happened on the VMA. So apparently, Miley Cyrus did an interview, said something kind of weak about Nicki Minaj or how.
Do you remember what?
I don't remember. I didn't look into it at all.
The thing is,
it was so irrelevant to me until I saw it just now.
For those who watch the VMAs, the thing is, it was so weird because we don't know if they were playing or serious or not.
Nicki looked like she was serious.
She looked like she was dead serious.
She was sitting on the microphone and was talking about like,
she was like,
bitch, like what the fuck, like.
Yeah. I still don't know though because Nicki, it's hard for me to take her serious because she do like the.
You know they cut her microphone off and turn Miley's on.
It was so weird that it was awkward. Miley got a little flustered when she was announcing her next part of the show.
Miley did good though because she came back in a very sarcastic way like, I lost this so-and-so award back in 2012, and, you know, I persevered, which is pretty cool, you know, because it's like you're not going back and forth on...
Can I be honest about Miley Cyrus?
She drives me nuts.
Out of my mind. I lose it every time I see this little girl. She's a little girl to me, and I feel like she's this whole being naked thing and this whole...
This is the thing.
It's so corny. It's so before her time.
See, she's a little girl to you, but really Miley is actually really grown, and you still looking at her
We're
as that little girl.
We're not the same age. She's a little girl, honestly.
You're looking at her as that little girl. But Miley, I think Miley is to the point where like, okay, I'm done trying to be like something I'm not. I'm really low-key crazy, and I want to show the world that I'm low-key crazy.
I see her as like, from a business standpoint, she's smart as she's so smart.
Brilliant, because we keep talking about
She's doing everything right. She stays relevant, whatever the case may be. But in my own personal, Skye Mcdonald walking around a daily life, like my own personal opinion, she's like somebody who is screaming for attention, like daddy issue type thing.
So
like
corny
it's disgusting. It makes me want to vomit. I'm overseeing it.
I
feel bad for her.
The whole paisley thing, like having the dress.
You don't need to dress like this, and then it's
so
like the
corny.
attention.
I think when you're an artist, though, you have to act a certain way.
No.
A certain way that's appealing to others.
And
sometimes when you don't want to be that way no more, people look at you as crazy. Okay, no, it may not be crazy. It may just be being used a real you.
Wait,
listen. What's her target audience? Young teenage girls who feel like they gotta rebel against their parents because that's what the hell she's showing everybody. That's not an audience that you want to have.
Grown-ass woman.
Okay, but right. What's her target audience? Who's she targeting? Because I'm not interested.
I feel like she's just doing what she want to do, and she making y'all think
Who is she targeting?
Who does she have to target?
She's an artist, right?
No, who is she targeting? Everybody has a target audience.
Right. So who's her target audience?
Young girls, teens, people
and how is she acting? Would you let your daughter watch Miley?
I would, because I would teach my daughter what to do and what not to do, to be herself.
Exactly. So you would tell Miley, do not be like this. Do not. You don't have to.
If that's who Miley want to be, then that's who she will be. That's what I'm saying.
I'm over it.
That's what I'm saying. We respect her because it's like if you want to act like a complete drug addict, like you're out of your mind, and
she's acting like a drug addict because she dresses crazy.
She's borderline Amanda Bynes. You're butt ass naked on MTV.
She's really just doing what she want to do. I totally do not feel that way. That's crazy.
Look at this. What is that?
What the?
She's crazy.
She's wearing a box
and
right
she's
now.
okay with being crazy in front of the public.
I think she's lost. I think she sees how Lady Gaga got famous doing Lady Gaga and how Nicki kind of does Nicki in a certain way, and it's this crazy like I need to be insane and I need to be super like dramatic and out there and weird.
I feel like you guys are just. I'm looking at it more of an artistic point, and I feel like you guys are looking at it more of a business point.
No, I respect it from an artistic point. But yes, if that's what she needs to do to get out there, dope. I respect it, but in my own personal, like, calm the fuck on. Like, you're not original.
Someone said
like,
Nicki's doing the same thing.
They're all doing the same thing, but at least Nicki did it first.
And I feel like Nicki does it a little bit more tasteful.
I think Lady Gaga's the white version, Nicki is the black version, and they're the only two people that are allowed to do the dumbest shit ever and get away with it. Every once in a while, Katy Perry can come out with a weird wig or a weird outfit.
I say live.
Live it. Black Chyna.
Wait, is this Kylie Jenner up here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, wait. I'm speaking on Neo since he's on TV right now. It's so weird to me that this Instagram model who got famous from Fawcett Studios, she just did a random photo shoot and got all these Instagram followers, whatever. Now she's pregnant and engaged by Neo.
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
I mean, it's just weird. It's like it's weird to me to see like Instagram, like. You know,
I think it's because we think so very highly of Neo, like he's Neo.
He's
and then
Neo.
It's like this random.
Yeah, but like if you like a girl, you like a girl, and you have a baby with her. What's the big deal? No matter if she's an Instagram model or not.
There's no shade.
That's like hey, like somebody like a rich nigga come to you and be like, oh my god, you
it's just
yeah, but I'm not like. It's like a different kind of Instagram.
Yeah, and we look, and it's a little different. Anyway, Amber Rose and Black Chyna showed up today at the VMAs red carpet in full-blown costume.
I didn't see it.
Full-blown costume. They wore dresses with huge writing that said whore, slut, bitch, trick, like all these derogatory names that I guess men would title women when they are sluts.
Pulling it up, I want to see it.
Two guys stood next to them, and the guys had on suits that had the word fag and faggot on it.
I think it's amazing.
Why?
I think it's totally dope because they're saying that's how people look at them.
It's being so self-aware. Like, regardless what I feel of myself, I can be a lady, I can be this, and this, whatever. Like, I can have all this confidence. But if everybody wants to call me a hoe because I'm in my lingerie or in my underwear on social media making money, I can be an amazing mother, like the Mother of the Year award.
I agree.
But if everybody wants to have these opinions of me, I think it's a self-aware thought to be like, oh God, I'm such a hoe bag. Damn me, like I'm such a slut, right? I think it's hilarious.
I'm so on the fence about this because one part of me wants them to stand up for their rights and stand up for what people are saying to them, and another part of me thinks that it's the most absurd and trashy thing I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, at some point it's too much. It's like okay, it's a month of it. I think you get like a good month to do this. A good month
of what? Like what are they doing?
I mean, okay, like you can only like I think you know how everything goes in waves and it has phases, and it's like okay, it's like trending or whatever. I think it's like you can have a whole trending topic of this thing and the slut walk and this and that and like. Do it for a while, but then like give it up. Like you can't do it for months or a year.
I feel like there's a time. I feel like there's a time and a place for everything. For you to be able to discuss your frustrations about all that stuff on Instagram and social media is perfectly fine. But the VMA red carpet, completely trashy.
Totally acceptable.
Wait, where's the
Jeremy Scott and the whole colorful suit.
It's a colorful suit. The colorful suit doesn't say bitch or whore on it.
It's totally acceptable because they're living their truth. They're living in what they want. They're living in how they feel. They feel like everyone look at them as a bitch, a hoe, a slut, or whatever.
It's trash.
And they're gonna say, hey, this is what y'all look at me as, but I'm not that, and I don't care what you guys say.
I need you guys.
How I feel.
Hang on, I need you guys to comment and let me know how you feel on this topic. Do you think it was trashy, or do you think that it's completely fine to do so? And what's your opinion?
The VMAs are such a cool.
It's an expressive thing. I get it.
But it's a
express
platform.
whatever.
It's a platform. So is it trashy for the VMAs? Yes, because I think it'd be like, wow, you should show yourself being a lady or this, whatever the case may be. But it's also a platform, just like we use social media for to voice how we feel. Like they've been doing the slut walk, they've been campaigning, they've been getting donations, they've been like going so hard with this stuff. It's like, why not go to the VMAs in this crazy ass outfit? So then everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, why are you wearing this outfit? And then you can say, I'm wearing this outfit because I have a slut walk coming up and this, and you promote yourself. You are a walking billboard by doing it that way. If you're wearing a regular dress, oh, it's Amber Rose, oh, she's a hoe, she's a slut, oh, why is she on the road, why is she even here? Like, so you're gonna say all these things about me anyways. So, right? Like, let me wear this dress and then get free publicity and use the VMA red carpet as my platform because I'm so out there and crazy and extravagant and we match in these dumbass dresses that every single person is going to want an interview with us to ask us, why are we wearing this shit? Like,
it's marketable. It's so marketable.
I mean,
so marketable.
I get it, y'all, but I don't.
It's dope. I feel like it's marketable.
I get it. It's
and it's living in your
classy.
truth. It's living in how you feel. They feel this way, and they feel like everyone like attacks them all the time, which they do. If you go to their comments, they're going crazy.
Clap back on social media. Clap back appropriately. Don't show up at the
Don't clap back on social
nationally.
media whatsoever. Clap back in the most professional way, which makes you money and which makes you marketable.
Yes, because
boom, there you go. If I can clap back and make money, boom, there you go. Without having to clap back on my own.
But it doesn't make clapping back and making money. I get that. That doesn't say.
Wait, Casey, what is the best success?
I don't think it's heavy.
No, wait. What is the best revenge?
Ignoring someone?
No, success.
Success.
Oh.
So you don't. What? You don't. The best revenge is success.
Moving on. Mike Vick. Michael Vick.
He wants to move on all the topics because he's over it.
I guess over it so quick. We talk so much about the stuff that we go on about. I'm over it.
Okay.
So Mike Vick, football player, just signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Congrats, Mike Vick and Keanu Vick. Super duper dope.
Steelers.
Love.
I'm a Seahawks fan, by the way.
He had his first game yesterday against the Bills, and one of his best games since, which was great. 4 out of 5 passes completed, over 106 yards, which was dope. I think that he has a chance of taking this team to the Super Bowl. Pittsburgh Steelers fans and Pittsburgh community people don't feel the same way. They feel that they're still. Remember a few years ago he went to jail for the whole dogfighting thing. Remember that?
Yeah.
Everywhere he goes, it seems people are still talking about this. Get over it. It's over. It's over. He made a mistake. Everybody makes a mistake. He served his time in jail, in which which rightfully he should have done.
Move your best move. Ray Rice will never be forgotten that he put his wife to sleep in an elevator. It doesn't matter how amazing of a football player you are, how whatever the case may be, no one will ever forget that you knocked your wife out in an elevator and dragged her half-dead body out. It's something people don't forget.
That's the price you pay of being a celebrity.
Yes.
What about Ben Roethlisberger and the whole rape charge and that was going on in Pittsburgh?
So something of that.
He's a starting quarterback right now.
That's dramatic.
But no one's talking about that.
And that's crazy. But they want to talk about him.
Something that happened years ago. That might. I mean, Mike Vick has been playing in the NFL 12 years now. It's a 12-year vet.
But you guys have to understand, it's whatever people you're with. So LA, right? I'm sure 90% of the people in the other world don't care about what's going on in LA, but because we're in LA, we're sitting here having this conversation right now. So the Steelers fans might be certain type of fans to make everything a big deal.
But they're fans of the sport. They're Pittsburgh Steelers.
It doesn't matter though.
But when you're a fan, you are
obsessed
with the whole everything, the people, the life, everything. You are a true fan.
But I'm saying you don't have to like it or not. It's just like fans. Every fan is different. So some fans might react differently than others. Like you're not going to see like the Jaguars.
I just don't think that they need to start a war about it. They don't need to be protesting outside of the stadium.
I don't
think they should be doing that at all. If anything, they should be worried about the guy with the rape charges who's
worry about the shit that matters. That happened a long time ago. Moving on.
So did you guys see that Chris Brown just had this big tattoo on the back of his head? Like it's like two heads like facing each other. Why do you say you got him?
He says that he has the bull on the left side because his heart is on the left side, and the bull is to protect his heart. And then what is it? Mary on the right side, and Mary shows like the mother carrying protection, and it's for royalty or whatever. But he purposely put them next to each other and put them opposites, so the bull is protecting his left side, which has his heart on it, but he still yeah, something like that.
Oh, the meaning is so beautiful. So what do you guys think about it? Do you guys like it or not?
Me personally, I like it.
I think head tattoos are dope. Grow your hair out.
In my next lifetime, I'm probably going to be that guy who has a bunch of tattoos. I'm going to probably shave this out of my head.
You won't.
He's going to come back as
in my next lifetime.
He's going to come back as a stink bug. What are they, the stink beetles?
You get stepped right on real quick, because I'm going to be alive still. So.
In my next lifetime, I'm going to be a professional dancer, a photographer,
are you going to come back as a guy or a girl?
tattoo artist. Probably a guy. I can't imagine being a girl.
I feel like I'd come back as a guy.
I'm going to start now.
He's going to come back as a butch dyke. A girl.
That's what he's going to come back as.
You can't say dyke. Dyke is like calling a man a faggot.
I recently just posted this picture, and I had like a whole wig on, and I was imitating like a stud or whatever. And I put dyke. No, I put like this is how dyke should be.
Probably got ridiculed.
And they kind of like, I was like, I'm sorry, don't get mad at me, but they was like, you know, you're not supposed to say that and stuff like that. And they was like, you should use stud instead of dyke. And I was like, you're right, I'm sorry. Like in that moment, I didn't know like what stud didn't pop in my head.
I understand that, but like in high school, I mean, I had a girlfriend in high school, and I hung out with. I had a girlfriend for a year.
Wait, you were gay for a year?
I mean, it's not gay. I just like people for people. I like if you look good and you
life.
have a good heart, and I think you're attractive. I don't care if you're transvestite, transsexual, whatever. Like, but anyway, so
I just didn't know that. That's no.
I know. Yeah, we learn something new every day.
But they would call themselves, I'm a dyke, I mean, they were
ghetto. They said that to you?
No, they would say that about themselves. But they were like ghetto, like they were straight dudes. Like they put socks in their underwear and thought they were like dudes. So
all my life, I always heard dyke. I didn't hear
dyke
to like.
See, so my thing is like, if I offend somebody personally, you can tell me, hey, you offended me, and then I'll apologize. Yeah. But until then, I'm going to speak on how I was raised and do shit true to me.
Yeah, because I still say the word nigga. I don't care.
Okay, I can't say that because I'm white.
Basically,
I say because that's how I was raised though. Like, and I say fag to like my friend, like even my straight friends. I'm like, you're acting like a fag, or like my gay friends too. I'll say it too, and they don't take offense to it because that's how I was raised.
But see, I have a lot of gay friends. I love fag boy.
Yeah, it's fun.
But see, I love gay guys, so it doesn't.
Yeah. So, all right.
Anyways, okay, wait. So. I know everybody finds out about how their boyfriend or girlfriend cheats because they go through the phone or they find some, or whatever the case may be. There was this 33-year-old woman who found out her man cheated in the entirely worst way. Her best friend texted her and said, "Hi, I'm very sorry for what happened. I want to give you my apologies. That's insane," etc. She was completely confused and said, "What are you talking about?" Her friend said, "You need to Google your boyfriend's name." So she Googled her boyfriend's name, and he was arrested for murdering his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend. The only thing is, she wasn't the girlfriend, because her ex-boyfriend wasn't murdered. So imagine if you got a text saying, "I'm sorry for what happened." You had to Google your man's name, and it said, "So-and-so arrested for murdering his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend," but you weren't the girlfriend.
Oh, you was a sideline the whole time.
The whole time.
But now your man is locked up for murder to the first degree because he killed his other girlfriend's boyfriend. So who's the sidekick?
That's crazy.
I
would go to jail. What would you do?
I
would go to jail.
Yeah, I would go to jail.
I would go to his court case, kill his ass, kill the girl, and then I'll be in jail.
Yeah.
I just walked through the courtroom like I never even knew all this time. Like that's how I feel. The whole courtroom is stopped.
I don't even know how. I don't know what I do. I definitely lose my mind because I love so hard. I would lose.
Oh yeah. I would definitely like go crazy. That's so crazy.
Speaking of love hard and speaking of cheating. Oh wait, get this one. Married to Medicine. Married to Medicine star Jill Connors. You guys watch Married to Medicine?
Nope.
So Married to Medicine is this show where these women are married to people who are doctors, who work in the medical field. Anyway, Married to Medicine star Jill Connors stabbed her husband. Let me tell you the story. According to TMZ, John went snooping through Jill's phone, and the husband found text messages of her texting another guy.
So the wife was cheating, and then the wife killed her husband.
She didn't kill him. She just stabbed him.
Oh, she
didn't?
So after he confronted her,
where was she stabbing?
after he confronted her, she popped him in the face with a spoon.
After she stabbed him?
Yep. She hit him in the
Wait,
face.
She stabbed him and then hit him with the spoon?
She hit him with the spoon and then started stabbing him.
With the
spoon?
spoon?
She tore his t-shirt, scratched up his chest, and they both went straight to jail.
Wait, did she stab him with the spoon though? Because if someone stabbed me with a spoon, I'm pissed.
So essentially.
Wait, which end though?
Here's the joke.
Right?
I hope you guys find this funny. She went to jail for spooning him.
Yeah, you lost me.
I thought it was cute. Wait, can we see how Kanye and Taylor Swift are hugging on stage right now?
Oh, they did? They just hugged?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
so iconic. Taylor Swift is just getting along with everybody. She like, come on,
That's
Nicki.
because Taylor Swift is like...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What
Right.
y'all got to say? They got anything to say?
Listen,
Okay.
come on, guys. Give me some questions.
How to find your craft and master it. What would you lose sleep over? What do you wake up thinking about? If you wake up thinking about something and you're willing to lose sleep and put money into it, then do it.
Eat, sleep, and shit your craft.
Boom.
I like that.
She's going today.
What it takes to rise above adversity.
Stay positive. Stay positive. No matter what though, no matter what though, things are gonna go wrong in life. And like when it goes wrong, like be sad, be mad for a little second and get over it. Be positive. Have a positive influence on yourself and people around you.
Okay, ready? The fear of change. Everything is always going to change every single day, no matter what. You can't fear it. Ride with it and understand everything that changes. There's always something great.
Things change for a reason.
Everything.
Just know that things change for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason.
And then if something changes and it really sucks, understand it's going to change again and it'll probably be great.
Know that better days are coming.
Can I share something personal with everybody? Casey and Skye know about this. So this week, and this is an example of being afraid to change.
I gotta meet myself.
So, by the way, I'll say it after. The three of us are traveling in a couple of weeks, and my lease is over right now in my apartment, and I need to move because I don't want to stay here anymore because my rent is going up. Long story. So I have been looking for apartments for the past 2 weeks. I put in maybe 3 or 4 applications to really, really good apartments. And the ones that I really wanted, I didn't get. Somebody else got before me, my application got denied, whatever the situation may be. I'm stressed out at this point because I'm like, I need to move by September 1st. I'm traveling for 2 weeks, September 2nd through, the 14th to the East Coast. And I won't be here to look for apartments, but I have to leave this apartment in a couple of days. So me and Casey were chilling here a couple of days ago, and I'm on Craigslist, online, looking at apartments. I'm like, oh, this is dope, let's see it. Google it. I'm like, oh, it's not far from my apartment. We start to drive, and we realize that literally it's a half a block away from my apartment, like literally around the corner.
Like you could walk your boxes.
Walk there. I walk in the place, meet the owner of the apartment. He falls in love with me. We get this connection.
Falls in love with me too, because I was there.
I put the application in. Literally 4 hours later, he sends me an email and goes, Jarret, I want you to have this apartment. It's yours.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
It was just meant to be. So that was me. I guess that was God showing me not to fear that things are going to change and things work.
And it was just the fact that you never gave up. You knew that things were going wrong. You wasn't approved for this apartment. You wasn't approved for that apartment. The fact that you didn't give up, you kept searching, you kept looking, and you were determined to get an apartment before you leave. That mental control got you to where you wanted to be.
And what makes it so brilliant is this apartment is better than all the apartments that I've seen. It's so nice.
This apartment for you is better than where we're at right now.
It's better than my apartment now. My apartment now is bomb.
Okay.
What's up? Thank you for watching.
Listen, we're not on next week because we're traveling and it's Labor Day weekend, so we hope you guys have a fantastic and safe Labor Day.
Fantastico.
We will see
Great
you.
Labor Day.
We will see you the first week of September when we get back. Second week of September when we get
Oh,
back.
I get back the second week. I'm driving my car back to LA. Oh my God.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
If somebody want to train this right here, help me get this into a 6-pack, let me know, hit me up, okay?
But see, I already got a 6-pack, I'll be like,
That's not even a 6-pack, it's just like a flat stomach.
I got abs. What you mean?